Have you ever wanted to break free from your lazy habits and transform your life? Well, that's exactly what I'll be doing this year. I am getting rid of my lazy habits once and for all, folks, and I'm replacing them with healthier, more positive habits. One of my goals this year is to build discipline, and discipline is built through consistency. Discipline is built through small, consistent, yet impactful actions. So this is how I'm going to set up my 2024 for success with that goal in mind. And I'm gonna share the practical steps that I'm taking to build discipline so that you can follow along too. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned throughout the past few years is that you cannot rely on motivation to get things done, because motivation is inherently unpredictable. It is an emotional state that you can't control. It is a spontaneous and temporary spark, because let's be real, folks, you ain't gonna be motivated all the time. But something that you can control are your habits. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. It is unreliable, and when you are counting on motivation to get your goals accomplished, you will likely fall short. So don't expect to be motivated every day to get out there and make things happen. Count on discipline. You know what you have to do, so make yourself do it. Now, before I start planning and making my vision board and doing all of these things, I need to run some errands real quick. So let's go. Every single time I get a new mailbox or a PO box, every time I move basically, I always get questions from the people that work there why do you have so many packages all the time? They think I'm buying tons of stuff every week, and I'm have to explain what I do for a living. Every single time. But now it's time to pick up medications. Woo! I've talked about my antidepressants journey a lot. On my YouTube channel. I also just posted a 2-year update. Or is it 3-year? A 3-year update, actually. Oh my gosh, it's already been 3 years. On Substack, so I will leave the link right here, or I'll also leave the link in the description box down below. But I've been on antidepressants for 3 years. Best decision I've ever made in my life. And now I'm going to pick up my new prescription. And pick up my mom's prescription as well. Y'all, there are so many high quality dogs in Los Angeles. If you don't like dogs, you will not like LA. If you don't like dogs, don't come here. Don't move here. You won't be welcome. We are now at one of my favorite stores on the planet, TJ Maxx. I really just wanted to check out what kind of non-clothing stuff that they had, and I found this massage gun. I've wanted one of these for such a long time, so I had to grab it. I also wanted to get a new skincare headband, this time in black, because when I take my makeup off, usually my makeup gets all over my headband, so I wanted to get one in black. My diffuser broke. It literally doesn't turn on anymore, so I found this really cute one. And then I also got some essential oil blends, very nice. I really wanted to find a new pair of house slippers, but they must have had a rough holiday season, y'all, because this store was cleaned out. There was nothing on these shelves. And after a very successful shopping trip, we head back home. All right, folks, we're back home. We've changed outfits, we got comfy, and now it's time to start planning. Also, look how cute this little cup thing is. It's one of the things that I got at TJ Maxx today. Okay, so I want to do a few things. I want to make appointments, put them in my calendar. I want to create goals, and from those goals, I will make my vision board. I want to prep my calendars, my content calendars, my project manager, and all of my Notion pages. I do use Notion. Huge fan of Notion, been using it for years, love it. I want to put on the calendar to reorganize my closet and reorganize my office. The reason why I'm filming in the dining room is because it is much prettier in here than it is in the office. It's a train wreck in there. I don't want you guys to see it. It's not fun, not aesthetic. I'm doing everyone a favor here. I would also like to unpack. I did come back from DC. I wanted to vlog it, but I got sick. And I've been sick since I've been to DC. And I only started feeling better like 3 days ago, so I still haven't unpacked yet. So I would like to do that today. And then I have on my to-do list to take down Christmas decorations, but honestly, like, I love the decorations on my mantle. I don't want to take it down. There's something about Christmas decorations that feel very cozy, and it's not like I have like Santa Claus over there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably just gonna leave those decorations until the end of the month, because it's just, I don't know, it's like a cozy vibe in there. And then I will give you guys a little mini Notion tour. So I'll show you my budget, my planners, my project manager, my social media planner. That is everything that we're going to do today. I'm so excited. There's something about planning that really gets me excited, really gets me going. So let's get into it. This year, I'm going to create goals for every quarter. This is something I've never really done before. I usually used to just write my goals for the year and then try to make them happen sometime within the 12 months. But I think I'll really benefit from doing it by quarter because it creates a sense of urgency. And I know that I will have to take action sooner than later to get them done. Basically, I like to procrastinate a lot. I have built a lot of habits surrounding procrastination. So I think that having goals by quarter will really get me off of my ass and, take action. What's really interesting is that when I was trying to brainstorm my goals for the year, I actually had a really difficult time trying to come up with what I wanted this year. This is the first time I've ever felt this way. This is like the first time in my life where I feel like I almost have everything that I want. I'm really content with life right now, which is an interesting feeling. I feel fulfilled, but at the same time, I don't want to get complacent. There are really big milestones that I want to hit. For example, I would love to buy a house. I would love to make more money. Like, who wouldn't want that? But when it comes to specific goals, I just had a really hard time trying to figure it out. In the past, I really wanted to work on my mental health and my physical health. I really prioritized that the past few years. But now that I've kind of conquered both of them, I'm like, what's next? And it made me realize that I have come so far from where I started. The first vision board that I put up on my channel, I've basically accomplished all of those things. And I'm really proud of myself. Sometimes I feel down because I feel like I could be further along in my career if I had been better organized or better disciplined. But in my early 20s, I really needed to address my mental health. And in my mid-20s, I did that. I got my anxiety disorder diagnosis, and I did a lot of shadow work to find myself and figure out who I was. And I think that's just the natural journey of a 20-something-year-old. But this year I turned 30. I'm entering a new decade, and I'm realizing that it's okay to move on to new types of goals. All of my goals in my 20s have been about personal growth, and I feel like I've already grown so much since then, but I'm so used to working on growth. I've been doing it for the past decade, so now what do I work on? You know what I mean? Now, I didn't quite figure it out in this planning session, so this is something that I will have to work on for multiple days if I have to. All right, y'all. I have spent an ungodly amount of time working on my Notion. Just putting my Notion pages together, filling everything out, and it's already nighttime. So I'm going to stop planning today, and then tomorrow I will show you guys my mini Notion tour. But right now I'm going to unpack because that is one thing that I did want to complete today. So I put it on my to-do list for today, so it's gonna be done today. We are not procrastinating. You know what I'm saying? We are getting things done. It's the year of getting things done. So, excuse me. Let's go unpack. Look at what a mess this closet is. There's just so much stuff going on, but it is on my to-do list to plan or schedule a time to get this all together. But for now, I really want to unpack. And this isn't the only luggage that I have. I actually have this one. And then in my mom's room, which I use as a storage space when she's in the Philippines, I also have this one, and then I also have this one. So I'm just gonna unpack everything. Good morning. We are up and out of the house today because I have a manicure, which I did plan yesterday. So I have a manicure because my nails are really, really long. I haven't had an appointment since like before I left for Christmas break. So that was like early of December. So it's been a month. And then I have a pedicure appointment at a separate location. I just like going to this place for my manicures and going to the other place for pedicures. I don't know, it's just something that I found that I liked. So that's what we're doing right now. And then we're gonna go home. I'll give you my little mini Notion tour. I will show you this amazing Notion template planner, like planner template that I found. I'll show you all of that later on, but for now, let's get these nails done. I love the girl that does my nails. She is so fast and efficient. She's just so good. And like her work is amazing. Like there are no bubbles. It's very even. The shape is impeccable. She is just so good at her job. I love this girl. And I really like doing Russian manicures. In this clip that I showed you before, she was like using a drill to clean the nail instead of soaking your nails in water and then, you know, like pushing the cuticle and all that. Russian manicures use like a drill to actually do all the work. And ever since I've been doing Russian manicures, I haven't been getting any hangnails. Like it's amazing, and I will never not do Russian manicures. The girl that I used to go to in Long Beach, she also did Russian manicures, but since I moved back to LA, I specifically sought out a salon that does Russian manicures because I can't not do a Russian manicure anymore. Like, hangnails who? Look how pretty my nails are. Oh my gosh. You know when you just get your nails done and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go to my pedicure appointment now. Yeah, look how bougie my gym is. This is the bathroom. A bit obsessed with this place, honestly. I've been coming here for like a year and I'm still obsessed with it. All right, everyone, so now I'm going to show you a little mini Notion tour. I'm not really going to go too deep into it because honestly, this will have to be another video, but I kind of just wanted to show you how I use this template. This template is from a creator on Etsy. Let me get their name. It's by Arnau brand. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll put it on the screen and in the description box down below. But I really, really like this planner so far. When I first downloaded it, it was a little overwhelming, but I think it's something that I had to get used to. Going through all of the pages and seeing all of the tools that are available is just it's really great planner. I think it was $30 for the complete planner. And you guys, I think it's totally worth it. There's so much stuff in this planner. It's incredible. So just to show you, this is my homepage. This is my life dashboard. This planner actually comes with a bunch of Canva templates. So this banner here, I actually changed all of the photos in here. This little quote was something different. I changed it to something that really resonated more with me. And then this right here where it says Asia's planner, this used to be a girl that wasn't me, but they send you a Canva template so that you can put your own photo in here and change the name. And then all of these also are within that Canva template, so you can change any of the photos, but these were fine for me. So that's why they're there. And then I actually added this myself. I kind of like, changed some of this to fit what I needed. So I put my morning and evening routines on the homepage. This comes with the template, but I just added it to the homepage. This is my morning routine, this is my evening routine, and as you can see on Tuesday, I think it is, I didn't finish my evening routine. And I really like having this here because it holds me accountable for when I do or don't do things. It's really easy to like look at your week and see what you've checked off and what you haven't. So I really like having this here. It's super helpful. And then down here, I have an actual habit tracker. And these are things that I want to do every single day. So for example, complete morning routine, complete evening routine, but also to check my bank account and update my finances page within this Notion planner. What I'm gonna do today is we're actually going to update the finances page because I did spend money today. I got my nails done, got a pedicure, so I want to log those transactions into my finance page. But before we get into that, right here on the left side, it says today's affirmation. And today it says, I am at peace with my financial situation and trust in my ability to create abundance. The creator of this template actually made it so this changes every single day, and it will change every single day for the rest of the year. I think that's really cool. So every single day I get a new affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is the expenses and budget page. I'm going to blur out a lot on this page just because, like, you know, for obvious reasons, but I think this is really, really cool because you can put down what your budget is for each of these categories for every single month of the year. And then every single time you input a transaction, it will tell you whether you're over budget or under budget for that month. So let's say, for example, for groceries, you put $600 as your budget for January or whatever. Every single time you buy groceries, you know, let's say you go to Whole Foods today and you spent $100. When you go up here, it will actually tell you that you are on budget. Now, let's say you spent $600 on groceries this year. It will then say that you're over budget. So this is really, really helpful to keep me on track with my expenses because one of my goals this year is, you know, a little bit more financial freedom. I want to save more money because I am trying to buy a house. So keeping track of my spending and my savings is going to be really, really helpful. So anyway, let's go over here to transactions because I do want to add what I spent today. So I'm going to go down to expense transactions. Now I'm going to go over here to new. And then as you can see, some of these came with the template, others I added, but as you can see, it has like a store and it has like the little icons so you can see at a glance what that is, but this is just for nails, so I'm actually just gonna type it in here. So here I'm going to put manicure, and then I'll add a little icon, you know what I'm saying? Let's add a little nail icon. God, now that my nails are shorter, it's so much easier to type. When I was typing yesterday, I was struggling, y'all. It was a struggle. And then the amount that I paid, I think I paid $110. And then I spent that today. The expense category is self-care because I have already put in my budget for self-care. I get the same manicure every single time I get my nails done, and it's the same exact amount of money every single time I do it. So I have already allotted a certain amount of money in my monthly budget. So when I put this in self-care, it's going to tell me that I'm on budget. Because I was very intentional when I created my budget. In this category, you can choose which account this is coming from. Did you use a debit card? Did you use a credit card? Which credit card did you use? So over here in the account section, you can actually add like your credit cards or, you know, your checking account, your savings account. If you have like a joint account, obviously you don't put in your like bank information, but it's just like a little text. You just put in text like, oh, my Amex credit card. You can put that there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. And then I'm also gonna put in my pedicure. And then let me put a little icon. I'm gonna put feet. And then I think the amount that I spent was $55 plus tip. So 55, oh crap, okay, times 0.20, $11. So 55 plus 11 is 66. So we're gonna do that. And then expense category, self-care. I should be on budget, and then I used the same card. So what I really like about this is that you can have all of your expenses in one place. Now, the way that I used to try to do this was like, I would write it down on a piece of paper, or I would write it in my notes app, and it was just like so unorganized. Sometimes I would write it in my notes app, and sometimes I would write it down on like a piece of paper, like in a notebook, but everything was just way too scattered. I really like having everything in a centralized location, and there is an app for Notion for the iPhone. So even if I put it here on my computer, I can access this information on my phone or on my iPad or wherever I need to. So I just really love keeping track of my finances on Notion. And then what's really cool is you can check the transactions that you have spent this week, or you can go through what you've spent the whole month. As you can see, kind of went ham on The Sims 4. I wanted to buy some new expansion packs, you know what I mean, and game packs. So that's everything. And then you can also go to calendar, and it will give you in a calendar view what your expenses were for a specific month. So I really, really like this. I'm not going to go through this whole dashboard because this will honestly it will have to be another video. But yeah, I just wanted to show that to you guys. It's really keeping me on track. Actually, let me show you something here. I might have to blur this out because I don't want to spoil my upcoming videos. But this is how I keep track of all of the projects that I have going on. So this video, prep for 2024 with me. I'll probably change the title, but this is one of my current projects. You can set the, what's the word I'm looking for? The priority. So this is a high priority for me because it is going up this Sunday. So, I wanted to make sure that it's high on my priority list for when I have to plan out specific days. Oh, you know what? Let me show you like what a daily planner looks like. So right here, it has daily planners. You can also access this in the navigation right here on the left side. Every single page that is available in this planner is right here on the navigation. But you can also access all of those within this navigation right here at the top. But let's go ahead and go into Thursday because that's today. And as you can see, it has my priorities for the day, my intentions for today. If I had any events, it would go here. I probably should have put this install curtain rods in today's events, but I didn't do that. And then it has tasks due. The really cool thing about this planner is that everything is centralized in one database. So any tasks that you have put in another page will show up here if it's due today. So if you go to like the tasks page and you add a bunch of tasks to do, if you set the due date by a specific day, when you go into your daily planner, that task will show up on the day that it's due, which is really, really cool. So that's that. And then I also have recurring tasks that I haven't filled out yet, but for things like wash bed sheets. Sometimes I forget when's the last time I washed my bed sheets. So I will refer to this recurring tasks. It tells you when you last did this task, and it repeats every, like week or 2 weeks or whenever. So that's really nice. And then that previous section that I showed you with goals and projects, for example, film this video that I'm filming right now, and due status is due today. So I have to finish filming this video, and it is in my daily view for Thursday, which is today, and it's just really nice. And then time blocking. Time blocking isn't for everyone, but I found that it is very much for me. As a neurodivergent girly, I really appreciate a time block schedule. It keeps me on track, it holds me accountable, and I just really, really enjoy time blocking my days. So I really like that it has a section for you to be able to do that. Another thing that's really cool is it has a meal planner, and so you can plan your meals for the week. And again, everything is centralized in one database. So if you go to the meal planner page of this planner, whatever you log in there for a specific day will show up on that day's planner. So it's just really cool, y'all. I will leave a link for this planner in the description box down below. I do recommend you have a pretty good understanding of how Notion works, because it can be a little overwhelming, especially if you want to start customizing things. But overall, if you have used Notion before, if you are looking for a really good life planner, this is the way to go. But anyway, my landlord's maintenance guy was supposed to come in and install curtains for my office at 1 p.m. and it is now 4:30. So he's 3 hours late. But let me show you what my office currently looks like without those curtain rods installed. I've showed you guys this in a previous vlog, but basically this is what my office has been looking like for basically the past year. In the afternoon, because these windows are facing west, the sun gets in my eyes and it just gets all over this office, and no one wants that. So in order to mitigate that problem, I put up blankets. Very ghetto, but today, hopefully, if he comes, this will be fixed. And it's really funny because my landlord texted me and she was like, hey, I was on my way to get a pedicure and I passed by the house and I noticed you're having some issues trying to manage the sunlight in the office. And I was like, difficulties managing the sunlight. Yeah, that's a very diplomatic way to put it. So she was like, I can order some curtain rods and I have white curtains that you can use. And I was like, oh, well, that would be fantastic because right now it's not looking too hot. So embarrassed that this is how my landlord found out, but what can you do? Y'all, I have been planning my year for days now. It's been a week and I'm still planning my year. I've never spent this much time planning my year before. In the past, I've usually done it in a day. And this time I'm really just taking time to plan everything, because I really want to build discipline this year. That's something that I've always wanted to do and I never took it seriously, I guess. And it's just something that I really want to do. So I've just been spending a lot of time planning my year and getting comfortable with planning every day, because that's something that's really going to help me stay consistent and build discipline and things like that. So yeah, I'm just feeling really good about everything. This Notion template is really, really helping me. Again, I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great 2024. It's the new year. Let's get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually follow through on our New Year's resolutions. Let's make a plan. Let's make goals. Let's hit them. Let's do everything we can to make this the best year ever. I'm feeling very inspired. I'm feeling very motivated, which we know is not always reliable, but I'm feeling very motivated right now. I'm going to use that energy and use that motivation to, build routines and, build consistency. And I don't know. I just feel like this year is going to be a really good year. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.